Hello my friends, welcome to the Mark Thomas Home Outdoors channel. Today we're doing a follow-up review video on the Shark Rotator vacuum. We purchased that somewhere like around last June or so. I'll have to look at the video to find out for sure. And we replaced the Oreck vacuum. I've had that for several years and it does work well, the Oreck does. And the only thing that it really does is vacuum. It doesn't really feature any other accessories on it. It does come with a separate handheld vac, but it's kind of a pain because the way the hoses work, you have to get it out of the closet, assemble it, and if you're vacuuming, you see a fly. This Oreck right here has a wand that pulls out and you can just take care of it right then and there. So Logan was the one here that did the review when we unboxed the Rotator for the first time. So he's going to walk you through the follow-up of 6 months later, right?
Indeed.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll see how it works. So Logan, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Yes. Have you ever vacuumed with that Oreck much?
Yes, a couple times I have.
And it was always kind of a chore if you wanted to vacuum, right?
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite thing in the world.
And then we looked at the Rotator, and even though like cleaning might not be an exciting job, was it?
Yeah, it was a lot more enjoyable, I felt like.
Okay.
It wasn't kind of like, oh, vacuuming. It's like, all right, I can live with this.
Okay. So what features do you find you use the most? Are there some features on there that you don't use at all?
Well, the feature I have to say that I use the most is definitely this wand. So, like he was saying, if you see a fly in the corner, just quickly grab it or something. But the feature I do not use the most is this lift away function where you can actually take it off of the base plate. I have to say I don't use that very often.
It might be handy, I guess, like walking up the stairs and getting in the corners.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
kind of what it's meant for. Is if you're going upstairs, you don't lug this whole thing, just carry it. And,
okay.
you know, lift it by the handle.
All right. So why don't you? So what do you think after 6 months? Has it held up? Do you find like has the same kind of suction power?
Yeah.
How often do you have to empty it? Things like that.
Yeah, it has held up quite well.
Would you buy it again?
Probably what?
Would you buy it again?
I wouldn't buy it again if I. Yes, I would.
Okay.
But to empty the thing, you should empty this every time you're done vacuuming. Just press the button, empty it into the trash. And then, in terms of maintenance, actually we just got done. We cleaned some of the filters. I'll show you right here. You're supposed to clean these every 3 months, so we just did it once because it's getting really dirty.
Okay.
And that's about it for maintenance.
All right. The one thing that I noticed that I like the best on comparing the two, the Oreck, I don't have like super thick carpet, but it just doesn't seem to glide. It kind of like bites in, and the Rotator has a brush roll, which actually it's almost somewhat self-propelled, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that makes it more enjoyable. It doesn't feel like you're like fighting against the carpet where this.
It just works with you, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Well, why don't you vacuum a little bit in here, and we'll see how it works. All right, let's say you see some lint on the chair. What will you do? You want to clean the chair. Okay. Okay, so probably the least favorite job, Logan, would probably be the steps, right?
Yeah.
So you don't do it very often. Do you find like using a crevice tool works good, or what onboard tool are you featuring now to do the steps?
Here, can you hold that?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we're using this kind of like a multi-tool almost, if you want to get close up.
Yeah.
It's got a couple of these little bristles on it, as you can see. It's just kind of a good multi-purpose tool for cleaning everyday
It works the
jobs.
best on the carpets?
Yeah.
So that crevice tool will be more like for the car or something way in deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really for me. Yeah, it would take a while.
Okay.
To make it just easier.
Alright, so why don't you show me how you clean this, and then you can do that detaching thing from the base.
Yep.
Does this come with any other accessory, like a motorized nozzle end that goes on it?
Oh, it came with 5 accessories in total.
Is there something else that you can use on the stairs, like another power head that goes on the end of that?
Yeah, power brush, yeah.
The power brush.
Yeah.
So would that be?
It's called the turbo brush. It's not for pet hair, but you can just for
Okay, so if we're doing all the steps up here, there's, I don't know, probably what, 15 steps? Would you rather use that right there and go over every square inch of it, or the other accessory, the power brush?
Yeah, I'd rather use that power brush because it has the little, like I said, little brush roll. Makes
And
it
it gives a
easier.
bigger surface
Yeah,
area.
yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
Okay.
A lot less work
Well,
on my part.
we don't really use it that much. Our steps probably get neglected the most, but everything else gets a good thorough vacuum. So anyways, that's our review. Any final thoughts you can say on this vacuum?
Buy it.
Okay, well that's it. Thanks for watching, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the review. Have a great day. You know, Saturday, you guys were watching your kids show, and we were hanging out home for a little bit, and I was watching the Batman, where they swing and they hit, and it says "pow," the whole screen lights up like the old version of Batman.
Yeah.
So I was watching Batman and Robin, and Batman said to Robin, he said, "Arriving at Commissioner Gordon's office in a taxi might be deemed a trifle ostentatious." What do you think that means? Any idea?
I already said it.
What? A trifle ostentatious.
It will make a crime.
A crime
Yeah.
against social etiquette. Right? All right. I guess we solved that one.